I'm done with the genre. I'm done. They killed that girl.
A nose job and buccal fat removal.
And if you ask me, the worst part about all this is not the...
These fillers don't really last for that long.
I really lose my mind on K-pop when someone tells me to have an open mind. No, I will not. The genre is bad for kids. Magandang gabi! Salamat sa panunood. Ako ang inyong host, JFRAGMENT, ex-touring metal musician who's now diving into K-pop. I'm really not, but hear me out. Sorry, but K-pop beauty is a mess. I want to know, because that's what you guys are saying too. It's all about the aesthetic. It's all about the beauty. It's all about this, and this has nothing to do with the dance you're singing, which I thought is what we paid for. But no, we're paying for a K-pop beauty standard. So as a person that likes to understand things,
so he made me born in Korea as an ugly girl.
To be honest, the only reason why I got an in-person meeting with an agency was because my dad used to work in the entertainment industry and they did him a favor. And it did not go well. I went in there hot, trying to pitch myself as a natural model because I was like, you guys need more natural models who don't get plastic surgery. And they basically told me to go get work done.
I don't fit the beauty standards. I'm in theory way too tan. My nose bridge is not high enough. People around me would say things like, you have to work hard in school because you're not pretty.
Here in the West, our beauty standards are pretty bad. But K-beauty standards? That's beauty standards on steroids. There is a popular little music genre in South Korea called K-pop, which actually isn't so little at all, and actually is taking over the whole damn globe. Known as idols, K-pop singers are artificially engineered, like literally, to be walking, talking, singing, performing.
All right, I don't 100% trust the Australian to know about K-pop since she's pretty new to it, so if she messes anything up, you let me know. And you know what? Probably no one's going to watch this video with me, but I'm super interested. I want to know.
Are artificially engineered, like literally, to be walking, talking, singing, performing billboards for perfection. K-pop hasn't just taken over the music charts. It has reshaped an entire generation's standard of beauty and created like a new blueprint for physical perfection. Have you ever heard of the K-pop bands Blackpink, Twice, or IVE? Well, this is them. No. Very popular. Very popular, as much for their catchy tunes as for their perfect figures and faces.
They look the same.
Thought this was like a montage of the same girl.
She said the same damn thing. Oh, they're not the same. I thought they were twins at first. Hold on.
Tunes as for their
not twins. Interesting.
Figures and faces. But if you thought this was like a montage of the same girl over and over and over, I do not blame you. I know I need glasses to look at my computer, but I'm not that blind. And yet all these girls' faces still look the same to me. Like it's the same girl cloned over and over and over, just in different settings and styled slightly different each time.
Is that true?
It's downright odd, if you ask me, considering all these girls started out life looking rather different to each other, which makes sense considering they all have different parents and different genetics. But now they're all morphing into the same perfectly preen K-pop princess.
K-pop idols who had to get plastic surgery. Chaeryeong from ITZY. In the early years of ITZY's career, many netizens has always said Chaeryeong sticks out like a sore thumb in her group and was always voted as the ugliest female idol across several Korean sites and articles. She received so much hate that her own mother had to release a statement begging people to leave.
I don't even care about my looks, and that would mortify me. Like, I'm just trying to think about it. Like I have never really cared that much, right? Like, how can you? Unless you're born beautiful, right? And then it's kind of like your only currency, apparently. But like, wow, these girls are like in their 20s, sometimes late teens, and they're idling all the way since they're middle or young. Oh, this is not good. This is very bad. And then being called the ugliest one. I mean, there's always going to be someone who's ugliest or prettiest, no matter how subjective you want it to be. Or no matter how objective, it's going to be a little subjective, but there usually is a consensus hot one and a consensus ugly one. And you're the consensus ugly one? That's so funny. You're like, yeah, I'm an idol. I'm one of the prettiest people on the planet, but I'm the ugliest of the group. I think it's kind of funny. I guess I would wear this as a badge of honor. They're like, you're an idol? I'd be like, yeah, but I'm the ugly one.
Her group and
Don't
was
get that
always
excited.
voted as the ugliest female idol across several Korean sites and articles. She received so much hate that her own mother had to release a statement begging people to leave Chaeryeong alone. It's no surprise that Chaeryeong had to get plastic surgeries and minor tweaks. She had skin lightening, double eyelid surgery, lip fillers,
yeah, but double eyelid surgery is just something that Asians do now. That's not considered like trying to be an idol, right? That's just like something you guys do now. I honestly, as an American, don't even notice when you guys have it and don't have it. This side by side's nice. I think I can
surgeries
notice.
And minor tweaks. She had skin lightening, double eyelid surgery, lip.
So the double eyelid surgery Oh, I always thought it was on the bottom when they talked about it. What is the difference? If I can't tell, does it matter? I hate lip fillers. It just looks like you got punched by somebody. I just don't get it.
A nose job and buccal fat removal.
And if you ask me, the worst part about all this is not the erasure of their beautiful, unique faces, but the fact that this pursuit of K-beauty perfection likely wasn't even the girl's choice.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem.
Along with the rise of K-pop as a musical genre came the men who spied an opportunity to cash in on the craze. Nothing new there. One of the ways they realized that they could make big bucks off.
God, she is so hot though. Wow. This girl is perfect, and that's the most messed up part, is that it works.
Opportunity to cash in on the craze. Nothing new there. One of the ways they realized that they could make big bucks off the insatiable desire for more K-pop music was to create child star factories.
In the high-tech metropolis of Seoul,
they did this with rap. P. Diddy molesting everybody.
And if you want to
never send your kid to one of these things, man.
This is the place to start.
And these child star factories are exactly what they sound like. These institutions recruit children as young as the age of 9 and 10 who desperately want to become K-pop idols themselves. These kids are placed on punishing schedules, training from the crack.
I have a soon-to-be 10-year-old, soon-to-be 11-year-old stepdaughter. Soon-to-be my stepdaughter. She is 10. No way. No chance. No chance. No chance. Like, what are you striving for first? First, little girl, what do you want this for, right? Like, that's the first question, and it should just remove everything. I mean, like, so you can be, no. You want to dance, you want to sing, great, practice your ass off. There is no way I'm sending you to one of these freaking torture chambers and molestation Epstein Islands. No way. Bro! Wow.
Like, we are talking hours upon hours of dance rehearsals, vocal lessons, and performance coaching. These kids are being carefully molded to fit the K-pop standards. A bite of food is weighed. These kids, officially known as trainees, have their bodies monitored so closely.
I asked Hee-Soo what her teachers think she needs to work on in order to get past her audition.
Diet.
Really? Your teacher told you had to diet?
Yeah.
About 10 kilograms.
No, like 5.
The teacher told you to lose.
So that's like 12 pounds.
So what are you going to do? How
that's like 10% of her body.
Don't eat.
Yeah.
항상 이게 어차피 아이돌이 본인만의 그게 아니고 그러니까 그거.
Exactly. This is a job. Why would you sign your kid up for this shitty job? It's a bad job. It's a bad job. Don't sign your kid up for it.
네, 모든 화면에서 이쁘게 더 나오니까.
夜食べないみたいな生活をしてて、多分1日に300キロカロリーぐらいしか取ってなかった時、本当に力が出なくて、貧血は起こすし、いや本当に死ぬかと思いましたね。
They need to ensure that they remain.
I thought I was going to die. She had 300 calories.
Below the strict weight limit set for them, with low body fat being treated as a requirement for being a K-pop
Why would their parents let them do this? I don't get it. I'd rather my kid be a farmer and be poor than have to do this bullshit torture in their mind for the rest of their lives. They're only... You're training... You know what? Maybe I don't release this because I'm just going to be pissed. You're training these humans. Remember, these are just humans. You're training these little girls to always monitor what they look like. Not who they are. Not how they treat others. But what they look like. That's their currency. Now, the only problem with such a currency is it degrades over time, right? Do you get hotter as you get to 90? No. It's a very short window. So you're spending your entire formative years for what? A 5-year window? Are there 25-year-old idols who aren't made it yet? Like, you got like 5 years. Dude, no. I'm just gonna get pissed. 24 minutes of this? I don't know.
되게 많이 빠졌네. 빠질 수밖에 없지.
물도 못 먹었어요.
아, 진짜 열흘 만에 뭐 40kg.
진짜 50. 진짜? 저 진짜 너무 힘들어. 47.5. 진짜 박수. 우리 서부에게.
Okay, Google, how heavy is 47.5 kilograms?
47.5 kilograms is equal to about 105 pounds.
Yeah, that's small. Unless you're like 4'9" Filipino. I mean, it's still small for them, but like, They're probably taller than that at 105 pounds. Wow.
These trainees are also not allowed a life outside of their training. Wannabe idols have to adhere to strict rules set by the Popstar Factory bosses. No dating, no relationships, no personal life beyond the company walls. Their image is curated. Their personality is polished.
I asked the girls what the fans will be expecting from their
They're not even being them, they're just characters.
But their agent is back with rehearsed answers.
Why do these girls want this job? I don't understand. What is appealing to you to get this job? Please tell me. This job sucks. It looks like it sucks so much.
Is back with rehearsed answers.
Yeah, they're expecting something different. That's why you're putting them all through the same churning dumb factory to make them all the same. Oh yeah? What is it? What are you offering? Tell me.
Their movements are rehearsed until these girls and boys become a flawless K-pop product rather than their own person.
Sexualized teenagers are desperate for their place on the K-pop production line.
My dream is to be an idol star.
Why? Why? What the are you getting out of it, bro? Like, why do people want to be famous? You have people looking at you and judging you. I don't get how that would feel good.
Their place on the K-pop production line.
Rich, I get. I want to be rich too. That would be freaking wonderful, I think. But famous? Jesus, no.
My dream is to be an idol star.
This ensures that they are highly marketable, and the big boy bosses at the top can make the big bucks.
All K-pop companies have similar versions of this demanding trainee program.
We arrive at the company at 9:50, and we go to the gym.
And you guys in Asia might not know this, but like the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all those dudes were like molested and exploited by Lou Pearlman. So it's like, it's just this nasty circle of let's find the hottest little kids and make them into pop stars. But right about the time when we tell them we have their pop star dream in our hands, we tell them to take off their clothes. It's happened to so many famous people. Don't put your kids in this situation. Please. Please.
At 10 to 12.
This is insane.
2 hour
Can I sit more comfortably without being out of frame?
And with this exercise too.
That's a lot of exercise.
Yes.
Now all that is bad enough, but what's even worse, in my humble opinion, is that these trainees are also highly encouraged to undergo plastic surgery, and I'm talking plastic surgery as children.
之前觉得自己很黑，然后好像皮肤还很不好，然后我就往脸上擦，然后我就觉得自己比以前变得更丑了。
整容不要整得太过分，还是可以接受的，不要整得我都认识不了就行。如果女儿长得非常漂亮，她不需要整容。 但是如果他想在某一个地方，我们也不会很反对啊。
I mean, they have to fit the K-pop beauty standards, and you can't fit the K-pop beauty standards if you have a unique face.
Another huge thing is like head size and face size.
That's so crazy in
Korea. So when I
Korea.
first came to Korea, when I was a trainee, they were like, okay, you're gonna have to get 돌려깎기, like you're gonna have to shave your cheekbones and your jaws, because in the West, they like cheekbones and jaws. They like having that like jawline.
Defined.
But in
lines.
Korea, it's all about the oval face shape, right? You gotta have that V line and like oval. So
Yeah, I
like,
don't have an oval face.
yeah, me neither. And they were like, you gotta do a shaving thing like all around. And I was like so scared.
There was 1 month where all the trainees were going to their derm appointments just as normal, but they were coming back saying that they had gotten Botox and fillers. And for me, I had gotten it in like this part of my nose right here.
That's a kid. Like that's not even a woman. That's a kid. That's one of my students. That's a high school kid. Guys, this sucks. This whole genre sucks. It's not about liking SB19 or comparing them. This is not the music industry anymore. This is some disgusting parody of it. Like, this is gross. This is sexualizing the hell out of little kids for other little kids and adults. This is just... It's weird, dude. It's borderline pedophilia shit.
To prevent it from like flattening out like this when I smiled. And the company did also consider putting Botox in my legs. When it came to more invasive procedures, the company would actually pull us out of practice and take us to different plastic surgery clinics to have consultations. We usually would be accompanied by a training team leader, and there the plastic surgeon would look at our face and tell the training team leader what they recommended to be done, and then the training team leader would just take notes. After the training team director had taken the notes, they would go back to the company, and then they would have a meeting with all the executives, and then in those meetings the company staff and executives would look at the plastic surgeon's recommendations and then decide what procedures they wanted the trainees to have done.
So is it...
And they're not thinking about what's good for Nicole or what's good for Zhijing or whatever. They're doing a profit and loss statement, right? They're doing a cost-benefit analysis. Now, if we get this chick a nose job, will we get our money back? You sign your kids up for this, you're basically neglectful. Like, it's just, I'm sorry, you need to do better researching what you're putting your kids into, because this stuff is nuts.
Really any wonder that all these girls have started blending into the same person? I mean, it's literally done on purpose. When you're all getting the same surgeries to fit the same standard, it's inevitable that you're going to end up looking like clones of each other. And if you thought that...
All 4 of those girls were so good looking too. That is insane.
Into the same person? I mean, it's literally done on purpose. When you're all getting the same surgeries to fit the same standard, it's inevitable that you're going to end up looking like clones of each other. And if you thought that the pressure on us girls in the West to look perfect was bad, just wait until I tell you what you have to undergo in order to be K-pop level of pretty. First, you need to fix your eyelids. But this is not a one and done kind of thing. That would be too simple. Along with your new double eyelids, one must also ensure that they have the perfect K-pop nose, which according to most beauty standards, the West included, must fit a certain set of rules. Small, upturned, thin, but not too thin, and just slightly pointy. The problem, however, is that a lot of East Asian women naturally have a lower, wider nasal bridge.
Yeah, you guys have little button noses, and it's cute. I don't understand your obsession with noses in Asia. We don't really care over here. I don't think we do, at least.
To tip and broader nostrils. Not a flaw, might I reiterate. Let me make that abundantly clear. This is an inherited trait shaped by evolution to suit regional climates. This nose shape was designed by whoever created humans to cleverly help warm and humidify the air before the ladies would breathe it into their lungs. This is genius. But that kind of nose does not fit the K-pop beauty standards. But it's okay because we have nose jobs. But there's another problem. Because of the aforementioned nasal logistics, in order to achieve the perfect K-Barbie nose, surgeons have to use silicone implants and bones from other parts of your body or other people's bodies in order to build that kind of nose up higher, which is interesting to me considering that here in the West, when we get nose jobs, it's usually to make our noses like smaller. Like we want to remove some of our nose.
Exactly. Like that's how stupid beauty standards are. Is in the West, we're trying to get tan with smaller noses. You guys are whitening, we're getting bigger. Like, it's stupid, right? I mean, that's stupid. Do like I do. If you're no longer attractive where you live, just go to another country. They think you're so hot. Like, it's great. Here, someone says you have a small face. That's an insult. There, I've got a pretty small face. Yeah, don't change your beauty to fit in. Just find a new country where your beauty does fit in. Fantastic. Win.
To minimize it, not build it up. In the case of YouTuber Sophie Lee, for example, she traveled to Korea to have a nose job to create her new artificial nose.
The real reason why I came to Korea is so I could get my face done.
And she had to use both bone from her own ear.
So we took it out of my ear, right? Oh shit, what the hell? What? You see that? They took the bone out of my ear.
How did you not know that?
I didn't even know we had bones in our ears. I'm sure that's cartilage.
Cartilage,
but she had to use bone from someone else and a silicone implant.
There is literally nothing from my old nose on my face at this current moment.
I hope she's not all done with her plastic surgery because her face isn't moving right. Like, her mouth is, I hope. Oh no, I don't. Oh. Is it just because I'm old? But like when I see girls that have plastic surgery, like the lip, and none of that looks like attractive to me. That looks uncanny valley. Like, do you guys know that concept? That's when something looks human but not really human, so it gives you the creeps, kind of like androids. Uncanny valley. Like, that's what women with plastic surgery give me. Like, if you're 60 years old and you've been in Hollywood your whole life, you've got natural beauty probably, right? Like,
she had to use bone from someone else and a silicone implant.
There is literally nothing from my old nose on my face at this current moment. Like everything about my nose is different. It's gone. For the nose bridge, there's a silicone bridge. I had to shave down this part of my nose and the sides as well. For the tip.
Does the nose look good to you guys? Because to me, for whatever reason, I don't like that nose. It seems like it doesn't have definition. Kind of like just...
My nose, they took out the bone from my ears, but this one wasn't enough, so we had to get a donation, another bone donation from someone else, and then we made the tip of my nose like this. That's why it looks nice and pointy and sculpted.
I mean, it sounds painful, but she looks great, and I appreciate her taking the time to document that and put it on YouTube for us to watch because it's fascinating to me. In order to really fit the K-beauty aesthetic, you need to have the perfect head shape. And if you do not have the perfect skull, don't worry, the talented surgeons in South Korea can reshape it for you.
People are basically trying to bulk up the volume around the head so that it makes the face look smaller in comparison.
Is that what they mean by have a small face and people like it? Like in Asia? Because like here, we want to have like a big bear face, like a big square jaw, and like that's like the aesthetic here. It's kind of funny. I don't know what a small face means, but now I'm learning. Maybe I don't have enough meat around my skull.
The only way you can achieve this is through cosmetic procedures, fillers, and even bone cement implanted into the skull. These procedures cost thousands of dollars, and the recovery process seems like an
And there are chances you can die. It's still a procedure.
Experiencing side effects like terrible headaches, not being able to lie down for weeks, and some even suffer from neck strain due to all of the additional weight on their head.
Now, on the plus side, if you have ears that stick out like this and you feel self-conscious of them, move to South Korea. In South Korea, you would be the epitome of beauty. Because
this is what I'm saying. Just move somewhere you're hot.
in South Korea, girls are literally having filler injected behind their ears on the reg because filler doesn't last that long to make their ears stick out.
The ears are ideally supposed to stick out from the face at a 30 to 60 degree angle.
Oh, not here.
This.
No.
For ears, yes, you heard that right. Ear filler is trending in South Korea.
I like mousy ears. Like they never bothered me.
Ear filler, inspired by the magical fantasy look of elves with lifted and puffed up ears. People claim that having this ear shape makes the rest of the face look softer, smaller, and more delicate.
People are recommended to inject around 10 to 18 syringes of filler at the back of their ear in order for the elf ear effect to be noticeable. Many of these ears look like they're about to explode.
This is what your ears look like when you do mixed martial arts too long and you don't wear the head coverings. Like just from grappling, like your cartilage can get all messed up. They have cauliflower ear. What the hell, dude?
These ears look like they're about to explode. These fillers don't really last for that long, and they tend to migrate around and fade away after about a year. And so in order to achieve a more permanent look, some people are also opting for hard cartilage implants. Oh, you can literally see the outline of the implant. That looks so unnatural.
Which is wild to me, considering here in the West, if you have sticky outy ears, it's generally considered a flaw, and people spend good money to have their ears pinned back.
Yep.
Isn't that a shining example of how stupid beauty standards are
High
in
five,
general?
girl.
Like in one country, we're paying plastic surgeons to pin our ears back, and in another country, we're paying plastic surgeons to make our ears stick out. Humans are weird. But the strangest beauty standard of all in this realm is that of the infantile aesthetic. What the fuck? I know.
See,
again, I'm gonna
I
hand
freaking told you that this stuff is just hinting towards pedo. Like, it is just hinting pedo.
over to June Joni here because she will explain this better than me.
This influencer went absolutely viral for being very cute, and as you can see, this baby...
That's not... I don't know. That's not... I understand it's cute, but it's also really gross. Like, what is happening? What?
And absolutely viral for being very cute. And as you can see, this baby face trend basically revolves around having a very small face and very supposedly juvenile features. The key features of this aesthetic include a high cranial top, elf-shaped ears, aegyosal eye bags, a short mid-face
Is it filters maybe though?
F-shaped lips, babyish teeth, and many, many more.
Now, this might sound strange to you.
Oh my god, I think I like babyish teeth. Jesus Christ. That's what they're called. You know, Jewel with the like messed up grill. For whatever reason, I think that's super cute. Oh my god. Let's not call it baby teeth. I just used messed up teeth. What the
shaped
frick?
Lips, babyish teeth, and many, many more.
Now, this might sound strange to you, and rightly so. The most depressing part is that even if you are one of the girls who's lucky enough to make it as an idol and manage to alter yourself enough to fit the ever more toxic beauty standard, sure, you might achieve physical perfection, but it doesn't mean you're going to achieve happiness. Take a look at Sully. She was a South Korean singer, actress, and model who gained fame as a member of the K-pop girl group FX. When you look at Sully's life as a whole, the poor girl didn't really stand a chance. Thrust into the entertainment industry at the age of 11 with the drama Ballad of Seongdong. Oh god. Seodong. I probably butchered that.
Yeah.
She was then forced to join SM Entertainment as a trainee in 2005, aka a child pop star factory. There, she trained exclusively before debuting as an idol. Unfortunately for Sully, this is probably where the majority of her issues began, because SM Entertainment just so happens to be one of the most controversial, dangerous child star factories. SM Entertainment has a chilling reputation for scouting children, some barely older than 9, and thrusting them into the brutal, unforgiving idol trainee scheme. And this relentless pressure to mold your face and body through invasive surgeries, all in pursuit of SM's impossible beauty standards. And that is all in the name of creating the perfect K-pop idol. Even darker are the infamous slave contracts. These contracts are...
Do you have how little empathy you have to have? Like I was a teacher, right? I worked with kids. Like, you have to actually like kids to be a teacher, or you're going to hate the job. You're going to hate it. Like, it's a hard job. You have to actually like helping these kids. Do you understand how little empathy you have to have for someone to know you are just exploiting them? Money, their body. Like, I don't know how you sleep at night. I'm sure they sleep comfortably in a really nice house. You're okay. Yeah, they must be like, well, they want to do it. Free will.
The perfect K-pop idol. Even darker are the infamous slave contracts. These contracts are designed to trap idols in lengthy, suffocating agreements, leaving the idols paid pennies while the company makes millions off them. So was it really any wonder then that Sully decided to rebel? I mean, you can only keep up the pretense of being the perfect pop idol princess before the pressure mounts up and you start to crack. And in a K-pop world built on perfection and conformity and silence, Sully dared to become the ultimate rebel, and she paid the ultimate price, refusing to bow to the suffocating beauty standards and ruthless expectations of SM Entertainment and K-pop fans alike. She spoke up against Korea's carefully constructed idol illusion. She would post candid Instagram pictures, she would speak about her feminist views, and she was unapologetically honest about her body and her personal life. Sully openly defied an industry and standard that wanted to keep her silent and submissive. And instead of being supported, Sully was instead met with an avalanche of online hate, malicious gossip, and public backlash, painting her as the problematic idol who refused to play.
I was gonna guess that she shattered X ceiling and everyone rallied around her. Like, this is what happens when people finally call hypocrisy on hypocrisy. Like, if that's where my money went, and it supported whatever that child factory is.
Gossip and public backlash, painting her as the problematic idol who refused to play by the rules. Unsurprisingly, eventually the pressure became too much and Sully was found unalive at the age of just 25.
Singer and actress Sully, a former member of the K-pop girl band FX, was found dead Monday afternoon. Sully had been...
I'm done with the genre. I'm done. They killed that girl. Not the K-pop music factory. The fans. Nice job, K-pop. What a cool genre. I can't believe I'm not into it. Wow, I should check it out more. Huh? Check it out. Really give that open mind.
Harassed by malicious online comments throughout her career and had openly spoke about her experiences on cyberbullying. Police said in a statement that the 25-year-old had been suffering from severe depression and how for now they suspect she may have taken her own life.
Now, these K-beauty standards have become so idealized and K-pop as a genre so global that even women who aren't East Asian at all are trying to change their appearance to appear more Korean. These women identify as being Korean, and they are trying to transform themselves into being replicas of their favorite K-pop idols, like the influencer Lisa Yo. Lisa is an Austrian fashion influencer who posts content about her life, career, K-beauty, and fashion. But this is what Lisa looks like now after a long and extensive quest to appear more Korean.
Initially an Austrian Mongolian woman with mixed features, Lisa decided to get plastic surgery to supposedly look more Korean, resulting in her, well, looking like this. Yeah, I think we can all agree that Lisa doesn't exactly look like a typical Korean, and as a—
She doesn't look like a mammal. What do you mean typical Korean? But what about, I can't,
we can all agree that Lisa doesn't exactly look like a typical Korean, and as a matter of fact, she barely looks human at all.
Now look, she's very pretty, and if this look is what brings joy to her life and makes her more happy, then we can't really judge her, can we? But it's interesting.
If you look at her comment section, there are many people praising her look, and there are even TikTok tutorials on what cosmetic procedures to get to look just like her.
And Lisa isn't the only one undergoing various surgeries in order to emulate her favorite K-pop idol. The pursuit has become so popular that South Korea has actually become the global mecca for plastic surgery tourism. Yes, that's the thing. In Seoul especially, the surgeons have become internationally famous for their cutting-edge techniques, competitive prices, and the allure of flying home looking like the perfect K-pop idol. Like YouTuber Mikan, who traveled to South Korea for her second nose job.
I'm getting a revision rhinoplasty and brown plastic surgery in Korea. Oh, no.
If you've ever had surgery or had anything traumatic happen where you needed pain meds for and recovery, it is literally not fun. I can't believe people are signing up. Do they forget how much it hurts? Do they forget how long the recovery? I could not care enough about my looks to go through surgery recovery. Which just means that the standards for men and the pressure on me is so very low. I barely have to shower and I'm still hitting the bar. You know what I mean? Like, guy standards are so low. You guys are effed as girls. And I'm not doing the surgery. I'm not gonna die for a nose.
And look, I am not judging these people for going to South Korea for plastic surgery. I mean, the logic is there.
People are willing to do anything to match the insane
Medical
beauty
tourism
standards.
is a
South
thing.
Korea
It
is
always
the
has been.
plastic surgery capital of the world.
But, if you are traveling to South Korea for plastic surgery, prepare to die. Not really, but also kind of. Along with the K-pop boom and the desperation for the perfect face, came the rise in ghost doctors. Sounds spooky, right? And it is. Spying an opportunity to cash in on the booming plastic surgery industry and the desire to look like the perfect K-pop princess, some savvy but very unethical surgeons have set up clinics that churn through their victims, patients, like an assembly line. Unsuspecting patients.
Right, and if you send them back overseas, they can't do anything. Imagine trying to convict someone internationally. It must be almost impossible.
Patients who believe that the surgeon that they met during their consultation will also be the surgeon who will be doing their surgery have spoken up of waking up to find that their surgeon had vanished and was in fact replaced with an underqualified stand-in who is rushing through the surgeries in order to move along the assembly line of humans. And as you can imagine, when your actual surgeon is swapped out with someone who isn't qualified to be doing the surgery and you're under general anesthesia and you have no idea what's going on, and this random person is operating on you and rushing in order to finish up with you so they can move on to the next person desperate to fix their face, this can and does lead to death.
Multiple patients undergoing procedures simultaneously,
That's
unqualified
wild.
staff performing surgeries, and ghost doctors you've never heard of or seen stepping in. This is a tragic story of a young man named Dae who lost his life to one of these factory-style plastic surgery clinics. So this is 25-year-old Kwon Tae-hee. This is the last photo he took and sent it to his friends right before surgery.
He looks fine. Like it happened.
You could see that he was smiling and he was excited to see his new face. He followed all protocols. He came to the clinic and went under the hospital at 12:30 p.m. But 11 hours later, at 11:27 p.m., the plastic surgery clinic would call 911 or 119 in Korea, seeking for emergency help for one of their patients. And in the call, the nurse explains that the patient is okay, but wants to transfer to the hospital due to heavy
bleeding. Now it's September 9th, 5 a.m. Day's mother would get a message from...
He's on the table for 11 hours for facial procedure? That doesn't sound right at all. And losing that much blood from a facial procedure sounds like you hit a freaking artery. I'm no doctor.
Now it's September 9th, 5 a.m. Day's mother would get a message from his eldest son saying that Day, their youngest son, is at the hospital in critical condition. Of course, Day's mother, being shocked, hears a video of her pleading for Day's life.
아이고, 조금만 참아. 아이고, 우리 집 보배. 조금만 참아.
Imagine seeing your loved ones having machines to keep you alive. Day was in critical condition for about a month in the hospital.
You kill my kid? A doctor's license is not saving you.
But he ended up passing away. So 20 minutes into the surgery, we see Dr. J. This is the main head, doctor. 1 hour after cutting through the jawbones, the main Dr. J leaves the surgery room without stitching the patient back up. Then a mystery man in surgery clothing comes into the room. We now know and call them ghost doctors or shadow doctors. This doctor is nowhere in the records of the surgery. We don't know his name, his face, literally a ghost doctor. And later we find out this was a ghost doctor that only had his license for about 6 months. So anyway, on that depressing note, I'm going to leave this video here. I have a feeling this is going to be a long one, but I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below.
I don't know why I watch these things. They just piss me off. But, I'm going to put it on the channel so you guys know where I'm coming from the next time I completely lose my mind on K-pop when someone tells me to have an open mind. No, I will not. The genre is bad for kids. So I will not. I will not. F the genre. Let's stick to actual music and artistry that isn't hurting our children. Just a thought. Salamapo, thank you for joining me and for listening. I'm sorry. This stuff is whack, though. I hope the other people that are this angry. How are we allowing this to happen? Whatever. It's insane.